So I'm sitting here and I've been really into Hyperscape these past 2, 3 weeks, however long the game's been out. I've been getting really into it because it's the closest any battle royale has felt to an arena shooter ever, in my opinion. And I really want to get into this game and start making YouTube videos about it. So we're going to start with the patch notes that got released earlier today. So this is patch notes 0.4, and let's dive right in. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to sit here, go over the patch notes, and then we'll talk about it and while we're testing out the guns in the training room and see what we see. So first up, we got the salvo. Its rate of fire got lowered to 90 RPM, down from 115. Its area of effect got down from 4.5 R to 3 R. Their proximity radius also got reduced. Physical pushback got reduced by 45%. That's pretty big, but its damage got up. So that's a rebalancing. That's not a straight nerf. That's just a rebalance, because it got a buff here, but it got a nerf everywhere else. The Komodo got a straight nerf. Its damage radius and strongly reduced point blank damage. So it got a complete nerf. The Komodo is definitely weaker now. They fixed a Hexfire aim assist situation, I suppose. They're just saying there's something wrong with it on controller, so we'll see what that is. Reveal got buffed. Its range got buffed and its area. So that's what this detection angle has increased to 50 degrees. So instead of just a 40-degree field of view, it's now a 50-degree field of view. So that should be helpful. Mines got nerfed a little bit. Projectile HP reduced to 75%, down from 90. Okay, so it's a bit easier to just shoot a mine when it's coming at you and get it off of you. And its acceleration reduced to 6, down from 8. 6 and 8 what? I don't know, but it got reduced, which is a good change. Wall also got nerfed. Instead of lasting for 120 seconds, they now last for 25 seconds, and its cooldown also got increased. Shockwave and Slam both got nerfed. They have higher cooldown times now, and armor duration has decreased, so that also got a small nerf, but because it only decreased by 1 second. But the rest, let's see, game events, supply crate, and health event. Supply crate event, we now display HUD icons for the two near. So that's helpful because we didn't know where any of the supply crates are. So that's helpful to know where they are now. Health kit event, picking up a health kit now heals 120 points of health, up from 40 HP. That will play out interesting if people actually pick up health kit events. I think these two events never really do much because nobody really wants to stop fighting and go down and pick up an event kit. It only is helpful if somebody happens to be passing by a kit and just gets to pick it up randomly, stuff like that. Increased sector damage, all that. Fixed a bug preventing showdown decay damage. Okay, so hack cooldown penalty. Oh, so the Crown Bearer now gets a global hack cooldown penalty to 50%, up from 33%. So it's harder to use hacks when you are wearing the crown. That's good. That means nobody can wall up, which the wall nerf was already trying to fix. Enemy threat ping. So that's just pinging issues. Nothing major there. Fix the bug where when restoring a squad mate, the interaction would get interrupted. That's good. I ran into that multiple times. Fix the bugs where the sector damage multiplier during showdown was sometimes not applying correctly. Interesting. I didn't notice that. Fix the bug where some matches wouldn't end. That happened to me multiple times. I had to hard quit out of multiple matches. Fix the bug where sometimes echoes wouldn't lose the crown. Oh, that sounds like a big issue. Fix an issue where pressing and holding down the ADS key during a weapon switch wouldn't... Oh, thank goodness. That was such a big issue. So if you switched the weapon and then held down the trigger mid-switch, it wouldn't ADS when you finally finished the animation of switching weapons. You would have to unclick and then re-click, and it severely messed up the tempo of just trying to aim and stuff like that. That's a really good fix. I already read that. Fix an issue where automatic weapons wouldn't restart shooting. That's in the same vein. It wouldn't shoot if you were holding down the trigger while you were switching. Fix an issue where pressing instant melee key while in ADS or shooting wouldn't resume ADS. Okay, that's nice. So all this is looking like they just fixed the issue with animations and holding down the ADS and holding down trigger and stuff like that. We're using a bumper and reloading. That's a controller thing. Fix an issue where the Protocol 5 could not be auto-reloaded after pressing the instant melee. Fix an issue where the inventory wheel couldn't be opened while the Mammoth or Protocol 5 weapons were reloading. That's good. Fix an issue where the post-bolt action reloading animation of these guns would not continue automatically. Oh, thank goodness. So the issue was, if you open something or switch weapons while reloading the shotgun or the sniper, specifically the sniper I've noticed more, it wouldn't cock the gun again. So you would just be without a bullet in the chamber until you stopped running, reopened something, or pressed reload or something. So this is a really good change. It means that we can actually cock the gun. So this is looking great. This looks like a great patch. Fix an issue where contenders were unable to sprint after sliding while using the armor. I noticed that. That's really helpful. Health kit boxes do not heal at all. Wow, that would be terrible. Fix the bug where the daily shop does not show items after reset. Okay, so that's good. That actually works now. Fix the bug where Twitch Prime, blah, blah, blah. Good, they fixed server crashes. That's good. I had server issues earlier today, but that was right after the patch went live, so that's not a big deal. There's currently a gamepad controller. Not important. Weapon and footstep audio cuts out mid-match plus music messing up during drop. Okay, so they're trying to fix these two. That's good. So overall, these patch notes are looking very, very good. I'm definitely interested to see how the Komodo is going to fit into the meta now, as long as with reveal and mines. They got nerfed, but I don't think they got nerfed too much. So, and definitely the salvo with its rebalance will also be interesting. Let's see how it works. We'll go into training, see what guns feel like, what hacks feel like, stuff like that. Alright, so the first two weapons I want to look at are the Salvo and the Komodo. So we're going to start out with the Salvo at just base. We're going to pick it up, 27 damage, so that's correct. So you can still kill somebody in one mag, even at base. I wonder how much the range is. So it won't hit there. So it won't hit unless it gets super close, it feels like. Okay. Let's see if we can hit one in this corner. So that won't hit. That's very close, but it won't hit. That's very close. So their radius multiplier is pretty small, but it'll hit there. So that won't hit, but that'll hit. So you have to be pretty close and aim pretty well with the salvo in order to actually hit shots. Let's fuse this all the way up to see what happens when we get it fully fused. I do love this fusing animations. Alright, so when it's fully fused, you get 34 damage on somebody, which is pretty good. And I think that's all that really increases, but it's still a pretty good gun. And if you're close quarters, I would still recommend this. If you know you're about to be outdoors a lot, it's still kind of in, but if you can hit shots and you know how to lead your shots well with this kind of gun, with any grenade launcher, I would recommend it. It's still a really good gun even after the nerf. I wouldn't exactly call it a nerf though, because damage got increased. So I would say pick it up for yourself and try it out. It's definitely going to be interesting. Alright, so the second gun in question was the Komodo. So let's see what this does. 25 damage at base. Let's see if it'll fully kill somebody. Direct hits the whole time. No, so it will not fully kill somebody from direct damage with every bullet in the magazine at base damage. But if you fully fuse it, like so, it only takes 5 bullets, or 4 bullets. So, if you want to pick up a Komodo, I would say definitely make sure you at least get it to a higher gen, as in at least get it to be fused probably twice, I would say, is where I would want it. At the very least. Let's try it at... Okay, so 1 upgrade. 1 upgrade. So it takes 5 bullets, or whatever these projectiles are, to kill somebody. So you definitely at least need one upgrade to pick up this weapon and be able to kill somebody and one clip them. So I definitely say pick up this weapon if you know upgrades are readily available. If you're unsure about upgrades and it's really a gamble to pick up this gun because of the nerf, I would say don't pick it up, but it still is a good option if there are upgrades around, and I would still recommend it a good bit. Alright, let's check out their animation bugs that they say they fix. So, if we hold ADS right there. Okay, so it does automatically ADS. And then when you switch weapons, it does automatically cock the gun, which is great. Automatic ADS, perfect. Everything's working as it should be. I'm very proud of them. Now, one thing that I'm surprised didn't come in this patch was a harpy fix. Well, not a fix, a nerf. I expected them to definitely nerf the harpy, but it doesn't look like they have yet. I do still expect them to do it soon, because it's definitely the most meta gun in the game right now, because I see literally everybody running this loadout that I have right now. They usually want a sniper, because in solos you just can one-shot headshot somebody if you have this fused up pretty much at all. You can just headshot somebody and then hit them with the harpy a little bit. So just hit them like that and then switch the harpy for an easy kill on people in the arena. And I expect an SMG nerf pretty soon. We'll wait and see what happens, but I am really glad they finally fixed these animation bugs that they had going where it wouldn't cock the gun automatically, but as you can see, it does now. Now, it says they nerfed the mines, but after a little bit of playing with them, they definitely still deal a ton of damage to enemies and are very powerful. They still go very fast, but it is easier to avoid them at this point. So I think it's a good nerf. It's a good thing that they nerfed the mines, but I still think they're a little bit overpowered in terms of you can just slap them down anywhere. You can slap it down right on an enemy and it'll instantly start tracking, like so. And then you get an easy 50 damage. I think the damage should be nerfed to 30s, anywhere between 30 and 40 I think would be a good range for damage for that. And maybe not make it not lock on so fast, and maybe you could keep the damage there. Both options are pretty good options, and I still think it needs a nerf for sure. But next up we have the wall, which would be right here. So wall, you can still just go up on it, but it won't last as long. So we just wait about 45 seconds, look at the mine again, and see how insane it is. I love the hipfire on that SMG. But this wall should disappear within the next few seconds, because it's only at 25 seconds now, rather than the full 120 seconds. It disappears at 25 seconds, which is kind of early for me. I would have said more like 30 seconds would have been good, but I understand why they did it. People were just clowning on other people. They would get the crown, run around, try and defend themselves like this to stop people from shooting them the whole time, and then as soon as they got another wall, they just jump out, hit another wall, and then they just repeat the process, which is still possible to do this, but it definitely makes it harder to do this, especially if you have the crown. The cooldown for all your hacks has been increased so that it's harder to use your hacks. You have to wait longer for them to become available. So I think this is overall a good change for the wall, and I do like it. Alright, the next two nerfs are Shockwave and Slam. They both got nerfed in terms of their cooldown time. Slam now matches with Teleport, which is kind of its interchangeable counterpart, because most of the time when you're using Slam, you're using it to get to the top of a building or something like that. You're not really using it for the damage, except when you have somebody very low on HP. But I do think the cooldown increase for Slam is a good thing, and I like it. Shockwave still does damage, but its cooldown also got increased, which I think is another good change overall. I'm liking the meta changes for this patch. It's looking good so far. So that's all I got for you guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more Hyper Scape videos and other kinds of videos. Make sure you like the video if you enjoyed it at all. Make sure you leave a comment down below, leaving your thoughts on the meta changes, and check out all the links in the description below. We have a Discord, we have Twitter, we have an Instagram, we have a Twitch. Make sure you go follow all that stuff, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.